One of the growing, persisting problems, but growing also, is the segregation that we have in schooling today. And there are lots of different implications of school and residential segregation and it has implications for social cohesion in the U.S. And this is a particularly important era to be discussing this, given the nature of discussions and the past 12 months of social conflict that we've experienced. So I thought this opportunity to talk about and to visit on issues of segregation, both residential and schooling segregation, would be a timely kind of thing to talk about. So I'm going to examine some of the origins, evolution, practice of segregation in the U.S., pretty much broadly conceived in the lens of schooling, but also residentially. So we'll look at it not only in the literal sense of separation, but I think also in the cultural and evolving understandings of race and ethnicity in the American consciousness. I'm particularly concerned at what people learn and shouldn't learn, and what people learn and have a difficult time getting rid of, unlearning, so to speak. So I want to discuss the subtle and not so subtle barriers to that sense of an American dream placed in front of Americans of color, and how the same faith in equality of opportunity and sacrosanct devotion to law and the dream attempted to abolish those obstacles. So that's the conversation I want to have. So why do we care about segregation in education or residential segregation? I think there are 4, maybe 5 points that can be made here. 6. Segregation is a threat to long persisting aspirations regarding equality of educational opportunity. A continuing concern, a continuing problem. So what we have with segregation is a persisting concern that we are going to be challenged to secure and protect the constitutional and human rights of all citizens. That's one. A second is a persisting concern about whether or not we can achieve the improved learning outcomes and academic achievement that this effort to desegregate schooling entailed, preferably to integrate schooling. A continuing and persisting concern to secure the improved intergroup relations that supposedly come from increased cross-race contact. And a persisting concern to secure improved long-term benefits in social mobility, in work opportunities, and in income. Finally, a serious concern that we are having a real problem in securing the social justice and democracy that we privilege in this society. School segregation, at its core, is an effort to restrict and deny access to high-quality educational resources. Arguably, that means access to a rich curriculum, to teachers, and to appropriate facilities. It has enjoyed both a legal basis in the form of de jure and as a social basis in the form of de facto segregation. Despite many years of effort, the data suggests we're still far from accomplishing that goal of getting rid of segregation or limiting its effects. Indeed, we may be more segregated in more harmful ways today.